Overcoming fear of rejection. Dating tips for shy guys and introverts. Handling rejection is a crucial part of dating, and I recently made a video about using reverse engineering to attract a romantic partner. One viewer commented, questioning the assumption that this method would result in a yes from potential partners. Let's dive deeper into this. The truth is, getting a yes right away is rare, and would be akin to winning the lottery in the dating world. It's important to understand that patience and persistence are key. In that video, I discussed how I applied reverse engineering to achieve success in sales, making 100 calls a day until I secured an appointment. To illustrate the process of rejection and eventual success, I'll expand on my sales experience. Each day, I would make about 100 calls, with just one leading to an appointment. From these appointments, it would take 4 to secure a single real estate listing. And for every 2 listings, I made 1 sale, meaning it took 800 calls to make a sale. That's a substantial number, and it's why I no longer answer my phone. I spent 20 years making these calls, improving my skills along the way. I learned from my failures, read books, watched videos, and adopted techniques from successful mentors. I tailored their language to suit my style and evaluated what worked and what didn't. The same approach applies to dating. Whether you're approaching women online, in person, or through social media, it's essential to use a specific approach, be open to feedback, and be ready to adapt. Learning from other experienced individuals, including pickup artists, can be invaluable. While I focus more on the philosophy of becoming the kind of person who attracts the desired long-term relationship, I recognize the importance of understanding the language that works. Pickup artists have valuable insights into communicating effectively with potential partners. However, my teachings emphasize the importance of cultivating a long-term perspective, as opposed to simply seeking short-term relationships. Many men who excel at attracting women struggle to maintain long-term relationships because they rely too heavily on pickup artist techniques. The key is to adopt a balanced approach, leveraging the best of what works while focusing on building meaningful connections. Many foundational techniques for overcoming rejection anxiety remain remarkably effective, particularly those emphasizing real-world practice. While consuming educational content like videos, books, and downloadable guides, including my own free resource, provides theoretical knowledge, true progress happens through action. Let me illustrate this with my own journey. When I first began practicing cold outreach, I'd fumble through phone calls using phone book listings and awkwardly knock on strangers' doors. Surprisingly, door-to-door interactions became my strength. People were so startled to see a non-religious visitor that it often broke the ice. This taught me 2 critical lessons. Humor disarms tension, and exposure therapy works. Here's why anticipation often hurts more than rejection itself. Our brains catastrophize outcomes, creating paralyzing what-ifs. But when you intentionally seek rejection, whether approaching someone, requesting contact details, or filming your first nervous YouTube video, yes, my early clips had shaky vocals too. You desensitize yourself. Each attempt becomes data, not disaster. For example, after an awkward interaction, ask, did my nervous tone affect this? Could I have phrased that differently? This reflective practice builds resilience. Confidence isn't innate, it's earned through repetition. Think of it like learning to dive. My cheat sheet focuses less on scripting perfect lines and more on cultivating the courage to jump. Every no inches you closer to comfort. Even seasoned professionals face jitters. My initial video hesitations are now replaced with ease through sheer practice. Remember, mastery requires embracing rejection as part of the process, not an endpoint. I'll share a resource link later to help you start, because the only way past fear is through it, one awkward step at a time. Hey there. Imagine we're just hanging out, grabbing a coffee, and having a casual chat about taking your next big step. It's all about moving forward, right? You see, simply gathering information or learning new things isn't enough. It's like having a car but never driving it. Knowledge is only the starting point, or as the motivational speaker Tony Robbins puts it, knowledge is potential power, but knowledge combined with action is real power. This means that to truly succeed, you need to take what you've learned and put it into practice. Let me share a personal example to illustrate this. When I first started in sales, It took me a whopping 800 phone calls just to close my very first deal. That might sound discouraging, but here's the exciting part. With persistence and effort, I eventually reached a point where I was making hundreds of sales every year. That's a huge leap. And it shows that success is absolutely within your reach too. It's all about sticking with it, even when the going gets tough. If you're feeling unsure about where to start, don't worry. I've got you covered. I've put together a handy cheat sheet that's incredibly straightforward, but packs a punch in terms of effectiveness. Think of it as a roadmap to help you navigate your journey with confidence. When you download it, you'll also be directed to a special page with an exclusive offer you won't find anywhere else. On top of that, you'll get access to 5 additional confidence-boosting tips that are essential for your success. So, what are you waiting for? Take that first step, and let's make things happen together. Thanks so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see what you achieve.